director Jacob Chase posted a 5-minute horror short on his YouTube channel titled Larry. That video went on to rack up over 1 million views, and due to this success, Jacob Chase was able to direct a full-length version of his short Larry, now titled Come Play. The last time this sort of thing happened was with David F. Sandberg's horror short Lights Out. It's always cool to see a YouTube creator transition from YouTube to a major studio-backed horror movie that is released on Halloween. It's certainly a gigantic leap. And with such a big leap, this movie definitely could have backfired. Going in, I honestly had pretty low expectations, but now having seen Come Play, I can honestly say that I was pleasantly surprised. Come Play is about a long-limbed monster named Larry who targets a non-verbal autistic young boy along with his family and friends through their smartphones, computers, and television screens. I appreciated many aspects of this movie. There was a consistent logic and motivations from the characters even in the face of a monster. In so many horror movies, characters' decisions only serve the plot and set up scares, but here no decision felt far-fetched. Everything made a lot of sense for each character and was very well established. The 3 lead characters were very likable, especially the dad. I found it very easy to root for them, and I didn't just think of them as exposable. Even the one minor character that I disliked at the start, I came around to in the end. Throughout the movie, there are a number of enjoyable setups and payoffs involving different props, playing into later scare scenes. The gimmick in this movie is that you can only see Larry by holding up a phone screen. This rule led to some creative moments where the monster is appearing and disappearing through locations and led to some enjoyable scare sequences. There aren't too many jump scares, but the ones that were there definitely got a good jump out of me. Speaking of Larry, he easily could have ruined this whole movie by looking too fake. Some kind of CGI abomination that totally sucks you out of the movie. But as much as I usually prefer practical effects, I'll be the first to admit Larry looked great. The creature design, the VFX, and the sound design all worked well to really flesh him out. Another plus is that we didn't see him too much. Larry was used sparingly in the right moments, and when we did see him, he was in the shadows. Come Play is really similar to something like Lights Out. Both have a CGI entity with specific rules for when it can attack, both have a simple story about a family, and with both the main appeal is the scares. I'd say Come Play has a slightly better story, but Lights Out did have the better scares. If you like Lights Out, this should be right up your alley. Overall, Come Play is exactly what it should have been and nothing more. But sometimes that's all you're looking for. It doesn't have a message, it's not overly dramatic, it's not too long. It is simply a 90-minute monster movie with a couple of scares. And don't get me wrong, I didn't love this movie, I don't think it's amazing, it didn't blow me away, it's not going to end up in my top 20 horror movies of 2020 list. But if you're looking for something to watch with a friend or a significant other that's simple, pretty fun, just an enjoyable horror movie, I recommend this. And by the way, if you want to watch the original horror short, you can click on it down in my description. If you enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing. I post new horror reviews and recommendations every Friday, and I really do appreciate every bit of support for this channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.